Good morning, I'm Audriel, and welcome back to Republic Radio News. In today's programming, Coords exploit, Avalysium fall, Ghost Mafia, the bakery, Watchmen, and rumors of exploits. We have received reports of multiple stashes and bases getting griefed at the same time. And we hear evidence of a new Coords exploit in use. In particular case, a player claims to have bought a stash with 260 dubs from Deodric, the supposed creator of the exploit, and when she started moving the stash, it got found by a group of Masons, making her lose 2 stashes and $160 she spent in the process. This and another case with HWU stash getting griefed, combined with some other information that we are not allowed to share, makes us think that there is an exploit and that uses ender pearls to find Coords of people that use them. Setting them, using them, loading them, and all of this is most likely giving away people's Coords. Especially as in these 2 cases, we have people who were moving from place to place. With this, we disregard the statements that some people have been sharing around and having an exploit that works with the sound of experience or fishing rods. Most likely disinformation to generate confusion or disregard. The source is an anonymous reporter. But we want to clarify today, we bring you this information out of necessity to warn people to protect themselves and stop using pearls for their own safety. As stated, it's based on allegations and private information, so we cannot formally confirm it in this video. With more time, we may come back and add a proper backing of evidence to justify this story. Now, before we move to much more important topics, a large and extremely detailed base was recently griefed by the BSB. Avalysium was built by a very prestigious group which likes to keep their members anonymous. The group suspects that it was Token Logger that leaked the base. Moving on, we have a tragedy to report. II member Ghost Mafia was recently expelled from a group as evidence was published of him sharing stolen pictures of an underage woman. Ghost Mafia, who we were told is himself a minor, harassed a woman of which the pictures were taken, sending links with said content to victim itself, insulting her and providing that she was in possession of the material. What's worse, there's allegations that Ghost Mafia posted said content on the Infinity Incursion general chat, making it accessible for others to steal. Of this, however, we didn't find proof though. It is well known that this implicated more people, but it's part of a much more complex investigation, and we don't wish to speak much of such sensitive topics without proper backing of evidence. Not that they don't exist, but require much more time to dig into, so it shall be covered properly in its own special video. Also in the headlines, the bakery recently came to a closure as their exploit for chunk banning people was finally patched from April 2nd to 10th. The bakery has been using a redstone contraption to overflow players with light update packages, making them unable to remain connected to the server. In such a short span of time, the group reports to have banned around 1,300 people from the server. A great achievement indeed. However, Housemasters struggled to undermine their operation, first deleting their machines with world editing tools, one at 4K and another at 6K on the Positive X highway. He later tried to patch the server, but it was unplayable until it came to a crash and had to be taken down for an hour Today, the exploit is to patch, as redstone stops working if the chunk receives too many updates from natural light sources. So we can rest assured that light machines won't be weaponized anymore. In other news, 3 interesting products were effectively sold at the Shulker Road for a combined $1,470. The description claims that they were a dupe exploit, an invisibility exploit, and a teleportation exploit. More interesting is that there weren't any complaints asking them for their money back, and soiled reports that the buyers were satisfied with the products, unless it was a cam to promote the shop. It is pretty much the confirmation of 3 major working exploits just under our noses, as this wasn't noticed by most of the community. We have seen working teleportation and invisibility exploits in the past. It's no less surprising to see them working again. Despite having their Discords, we weren't able to get in contact with them, but you can try yourself. And lastly, before you go, the Watchmen are working on a new project yet in the making. Would appreciate any Obsidian donations from the community. If you wish to collaborate, here is a link to their Discord in the description. That is all. Take care.